Good morning, everyone. Just another day in the woods with Tucker and I. It's fall, and to reiterate what I've heard a lot of my fellow YouTubers say in the last couple of weeks on the videos, this is definitely one of my favorite times of the year. It's probably the most colorful time in the woods. And what's Tucker doing there? Come on, bud. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Come on. Yeah. Getting back to what I was saying, it is probably the most colorful time in the woods. Trees are all starting to turn. Colors are all coming in now. Fortunately, the alders still got a lot of leaves, so you can't really see any distance around a lot of the woods roads. But eventually they'll fall, and hopefully then have a little more luck grouse hunting. But today I got a little different task in mind. Going to see if I can actually clear up the grounds for my winter hot tent for one of the locations. Anyway, stay tuned and we'll see how the day goes. Buddy. Here. Good boy. This old root had me drove last winter trying to set up the stove. Of course, it was frozen in the ground. I didn't really know what I had there. There's something in the woods. So I got an old axe this morning, and I don't mind if it goes into a rock. We'll see if we can't level some of this out. There we go. Look. Try and set stove up on that. Grouse here somewhere because I can hear him beating his wings. There we go. Guess we could get real creative and use some of these roots for lines and tie stuff up. Last year I kept tripping and what I thought was an underground stump underneath, right at the entrance of the tent. Got pretty well everything cleaned off this morning. Decided to have a look at that, and there's a 10-ton boulder there. And being stubborn like I am, I decided I'm going to get it out. Let's see if I can do it. He's not nearly 10 ton, guys. Probably 5.5. Oh. Okay. Out of the hole. Now we gotta put it to the side. Oh boy. Now, I don't have to get it far, just away from this path there. There. Stop recording. Just when I thought my rock problems were over, here's another one. Alright. Stick it her lever. I forgot the lever. I really wouldn't bother with this, but it's in the wrong place. Right on the door. Your sticks break off, get a bigger stick. Okay. Okay, Tucky. Get this one out of the way. Tucky. Good. It's inside there. Stop recording. Well, oh, Tucker's getting comfortable. Got the ground flattened out a little bit, and we've got moss laid down on the ground. I doubt if it'll take root this year, but hopefully next year it will. We may not be back here year after next, but it'll help keep things clean this winter when we get in there and get the heat on, because if there's just mud on the ground, it's going to get pretty dirty. Now I do have a ground sheet that I'll put down as well, but really needed some growth, and that's why I got the moss. So basically we're just moving things around in the wild. Never took it off in one spot. That way hopefully it'll grow back in. What are you doing, buddy? Yeah, you could go around it. Anyway, we will proceed. Alright guys, I didn't do a lot of recording today, but I did do a lot of work. When I started to try to level up to cut some of the stumps out of the ground, I found that the wasn't so much stumps in the ground as it was boulders. And hopefully I got the video set up, because I had to put the camera in position and try to get them out. They weren't easy to get out, but I think we got it relatively level. And actually went and dug it out and tried to level up some, and then I got moss and covered the ground so that it won't be as dirty when everything gets heated up in the tent and the ground sort of somewhat thaws. Although from my experience last year, the ground doesn't really thaw out. The frost usually stays in the ground pretty good. I got a tarp stuck up here, and some wood I had left over from last year that I had put up between two trees, but I think the trees rocking back and forth knocked the wood over. So I just got a pile up there now, and underneath the tarp that's on the frame to see if it'll dry out a bit. Hopefully it will. So as you know, Tucker is not a small puppy, and that rock weighs a lot more than Tucker does. So that was up right where the opening of the tent was, and I keep tripping last year when I came in, what I thought was a stump in the ground, and there was a stump there, but that was the biggest problem with that rock. So I had to get the rock out, and then I filled the hole, got it leveled up. There's a couple of more rocks on the other side here, much smaller, much easier to deal with. These two there, there's three there actually, and managed to do something with those. So anyway, coming together. Hopefully it won't be long before I'll have the tent up, the stove in, and smoke coming out and pizza in the oven. Guys, this probably concludes the video. I did have intentions today to go in and change the camber card in the camera. I got a little further in the road here, but I forgot to take extra side cutters, because the latch that holds the strap onto the camera is broken, and I gotta tie a rabbit to a tree every time I put it up. So which means the only way to get it out is with the side cutters. Or I can use an axe to take it out, but I got no straps to put it back up with. So until I come up with some kind of strap that I can put on and off, this thin narrow strap that works, then that's what I have to continue to do. Glad you came along. Hopefully you stayed this far into the video, and I'm sure we'll be out and about again, right Tucky? Like I said, this is it for today. Hopefully when the leaves get off the alders and we can walk the roads, see a little further, maybe we'll get a grouse hunt in. If not, it'll be just Tucker and I out and about, getting in, taking in the fresh air. It's not about how far you go in the woods, it's if you go into the woods or into the fresh air, whatever it takes. Get outside and enjoy. And I hope I didn't steal anybody else's line, because there's a lot of YouTubers, a lot of great closing lines, but all I gotta say is, whatever you can do, get outside and get into the fresh air. Have a good one, guys, and we'll be talking.